Hey, good to see you again. The team are now ready to start development on some new upgrades. You can review these from within the laptop. I'll speak to you later, okay?
It's qualifying time at Spa, one of the mightiest tracks on the Formula One calendar. Long straights, up and downhill, Eau Rouge as well. This track isn't for the faint-hearted. When it comes to getting lap time out of this circuit, it's traditionally been about maximising top speed. Do you simply remove as much downforce as possible, hang on in the corners and max out down the straights?
The teams will have arrived with all manner of parts designed to capitalise on the long straights. The cars will be that much harder to drive in the corners, but everyone will be in the same boat.
Good job.
So qualifying is complete and we're all set for an exciting race tomorrow. Your top three are Hamilton, Vettel and a Red Bull. There really is no place quite like Spa. It's not going to be plain sailing for our drivers today, although with the sky falling as it is, perhaps sailing isn't too far from the truth. Anthony Davidson, could be a wet one today. Great to have you with us. What are your thoughts?
It is a touch damp, isn't it? Well, as a driver, there are three big things to worry about when racing in these kind of conditions: standing water, tyre temperature and visibility. Judging distance to the cars around you is really tricky when you're driving through the vast amounts of spray that these wet weather Pirelli tyres kick up.
We're almost ready to go then, and this is what the starting grid looks like for today's race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and starting alongside him P2 is Sebastian Vettel. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have a Red Bull, Raikkonen, Valtteri Bottas and Ocon, Perez, Grosjean, Ricciardo and Carlos Sainz, Massa, Stroll, Jolyon Palmer and Magnussen, Kvyat, Wehrlein, Fernando Alonso and Marcus Ericsson, Van Dorn and Nico Hülkenberg completes the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
Okay, remember to brake early for turn 1 as the pack's going to bunch up. There's plenty of runoff if things get too close. 5V, it's showing some minor wear. It might be time to come in and change. Vettel has just posted the fastest lap of the race so far. Our gap to the car in front is 1.7 seconds. strategy change available to us. Would you like to keep to the current plan or try the new one? This lap of the race so far. We have 5 laps of fuel remaining. Fuel. We'll be back on target soon. Don't wait too long to turn the engine down. There's an incident in the next part of the track. No overtaking through the yellow flags. Green flag. Great drive. We're really happy with that performance.
Great effort there from Ferrari to take the victory today. So, Ant, how exactly did they set themselves apart from the pack today?
The difference was clearly in the strategy. You could tell they'd done a lot of work on the pit wall to really optimise each stint and get the most out of the tyres. And it highlights just how much of a team sport this really is. But credit to the driver as well, though. There's no good having a well-oiled machine behind the scenes without a talented hand on the wheel, of course.
Welcome then to the podium, our top 3 drivers. What a great effort from them today in a very difficult race. So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. Our current points leader extends their lead at the top of the championship after a very good result here today. Moving on to the driver of the day then. Anthony Davidson, who would you go for?
Well, my driver of the day was Nico Hülkenberg. He did a cracking job moving through the field and just highlighting why he's so highly rated in the paddock.
On to the constructors then. Ferrari extend their lead at the top of the championship. There'll be plenty more twists and turns to come this season. I hope you can join us at the next race to see just who will come out on top.